Okay. So thank you all for joining. A very good evening and welcome to this webinar on becoming professional coach. Start with clarity. So my understanding is each one of you are willing to get into this professional coaching space, and you are looking for some information, some clarity about this. What is this all about? Before I start, um, I want to ask each one of you to pat on your back uh, for the two primary reasons. One, you have taken your first step towards professional coaching, and by attending the session and wanting to know what is this all about. Second, uh, you have thought about helping someone else because professional coaching helps other grow, which means you have a thought process of helping others. So with these two good reasons, I think you all deserve a pat on your back. Moving forward, as thank you for giving your consent to record all of this particular session and uploading to the YouTube. Some of you know me, some of you are still new to me. So quickly, I'm Raj Kumar Sahu. People call me Raj. I'm a life and leadership coach. I have around 26 plus years of industry experience, roughly 600 plus members coached and mentored by now, trained 3000 plus members. I'm an ICF certified coach. I'm also a management committee member for ICF Bangalore Charter Chapter. And I'm fortunate to um, be part of this esteemed organization where I had great people working and I have got a lot of learnings. And wherever I am today is because of the people I have worked in this different organization. While I say this, I want to also give one more credit to my colleague Hema, who is also in this call, who has been with me for more than a year, helping me in my coaching journey. If you are here, it has been the promotions, the creatives created by her. So she is my digital marketing colleague. And the slides also, if you see, if you find this cool, then she is the one who has helped me create all these cool slides. So thank you, Hema, for being with me. I'm also the founder of the company, the Gardeners Hub, where we help personal and professional growth for individuals and organizations while creating a hub of gardeners. Little bit about the Gardeners Hub. This is a nurturing ground for coaches. So where we have monthly community of practice where people come and share, discuss about coaching. We run multiple initiatives for coaching experience, and we also help brand you as coaches through a coach elevate solution. And for our clients, because we create a hub of gardeners, a hub of coaches, we enable them to select their coaches rather than pushing someone particularly. So we empower our clients and our coaches use effective engagement through structured coaching approach. And we have a flexible pricing because we have varied experience of coaches. More details you can get from our website. Today's agenda, we will quickly check, are we ready? We'll have a small survey, purely anonymous, and then we'll discuss what is coaching, why coaching is needed. So some what, why, how part of it, and then what can be the first step for you if you are intending to get into this professional coaching. And then finally, few key recommendations from my personal experience and Q&A. I will still allow you to ask some questions as we proceed through the session. But at the end, we can reserve some 5-10 minutes for Q&A. Is this agenda fine or anybody has any other expectation? Is it fine? Can we proceed?
Yep.
Okay. So let's start with a quick survey, and let me take you to this link. I'm going to give you a link. Okay. So there's a message. So, okay. So there is a Menti link that has been shared. So if you can go to that, log in. So log in to that Menti. You can use, if you want, I can also give a QR code if you're using mobile to log in. So would like to, let's start with what is the reason for you wanting to become a coach? What's your primary purpose? Okay. So please fill in. This is anonymous. We won't know who is entering what. So please submit. What's your reason for wanting to become a coach? Okay, we have got one submission already. 2, 3. It is, the survey is purely anonymous. We won't know what you are, who is entering what. So please feel free. So 9. So how many people we have today? So we have 14. So people, if you have joined, there is a link in the chat. You can click, or you can also use the scanner code to join this and submit your reasons for wanting to become a coach. You've got 4 submissions. So just, okay, 5. We'll give 1 more minute. Okay. Okay, let's see some of the purpose. Share my experience and help people evolve. I'm an agile coach, want to transition to life and storytelling coach. Help others learn and succeed in the path, passion to support. I want to help guide people. For me, coaching is meaningful way to contribute to people's life. Good. As a part of exploring what can I do after retirement. Passion in coaching. Perfect. Okay. Thank you. Now so you be there. You'll have another slide that has come out. So in a rate of 1 to 10, share your readiness. Read each of the statement and rate yourself. Where are you? What do you think? So there is no right wrong answer for this. It is just a reflection. Read each statement carefully and submit your response. Again, these are purely anonymous. We won't know who is rating what. So this is just, and do remember what you are scoring for yourself. Do remember that. So down the line on this session, we are going to reflect on these statements.
Raj, can you make it little zoom or slideshow?
Yeah, so in the mobile, it will appear, or in their own screen, it will appear bigger.
Okay.
I can do that. Okay. So the link is there in the chat if you have joined late. and do submit your reflection about these statements. Do remember what you are submitting for each of these statements. So we have got 7 responses already. Again, I'm telling there is no right, wrong answer out here. It's just a reflection, and we are going to discuss each of these statements. So we have got 8 responses. Okay, so I'll just show. So this is an average score that has come in, but each individually you have your own stuff. We'll come back to this score in some time. So let's go back to our, and people who are yet to submit, you can submit. Now, what is coaching? Anyone who wants to share what coaching means? Prabhu, you are not allowed. Anyone who wants to share what coaching means? What is the definition of coaching? Yeah, again, there is no right, wrong answer. It's just your understanding. You are here to get clarification. It's okay.
It could be understanding the mindset of people and giving them the right motivation to do what they can achieve, or motivate or aid them to achieve what they want.
Perfect. Sorry, your name, I can't see anybody out here when I'm saying.
This is Meera, Raj. I'll come on this one. I was just driving, so I'll come on more
Okay.
video.
Yeah. Yeah. Thanks, Meera.
I would like to answer. My name is Rajesh Raut.
Yeah.
I would differentiate coaching with training. Training is I know something, I train you on that. But coaching is different. I hold your hand and I walk along with you. While you are the main executor of the task, I walk along with you and tell you what all you need to do. So I partner with you. This is how you have to do, and this is how you shouldn't do. So
Okay.
mostly I should have been there and been there, done that, and hence I can give you that kind of knowledge. So coaching is partnering with your student or your audience and helping them succeed. That for me is coaching.
Thank you. Thank you, Rajesh.
Yeah, Ravinder here, Raj.
Yeah.
So, according to me, the coaching is a forward-looking journey
Mm-hmm.
to take the coachee from where they are now to where they want to be
Mm-hmm.
in a partnership. So
Perfect.
you are there with them in the journey.
Okay. Thank you. I think this is good enough to progress, but please do remember what you have said, and if there are some new learnings as we proceed with this session. Okay. So this gentleman, John Whitmore, is a great coach. He has got some good recognition internationally, and he has written a book called Coaching for Performance, which is a bestseller. And in that book, he has written, coaching is unlocking a person's potential to maximize their growth. So just to explain a little bit about this particular statement, see, each one of us, we have a potential. And for everyone, we have a, say, our potential is 100, but we don't operate at that 100. Maybe we are operating at, say, 60 or 70, or maybe X. Let's make it X, which is, and X is not equals to 100. So what coaching does is it helps, and in a coaching engagement, you have two roles. One is a coach and a client. So I'll use the word client to refer to our audience or participants or students, whatever terminology you use. So a coaching helps our client move or identify their potential and go beyond that X. So that is coaching. And each individual is unique, and the power of coaching comes from powerful questions. So we use the tool powerful questioning to help our client get their solutions. To go a little deeper on the powerful question, these are primarily what and how questions. So, say for example, if there is a situation where someone has done a mistake, and if you ask a why question, it actually, when you say why did, suppose someone has done a mistake and you say, why did you make that mistake? So it makes our client go one step back. It shuts down. It creates a feeling of judgment by the coach to the clients, and it also focuses on past. And one of you also said like it is forward thinking or forward looking. So when you ask a what question or a how question, it triggers thought process by the client. And your question, when you use this powerful question, your questions, whatever you frame, it should always help promote forward thinking and learning from experience. So this is one of the tool technique, or I would say the only tool technique that a coaches use to help the client. Now, if you ask a powerful question, how does that help? So there are 3 A's, which I refer as like the coaching outcome. So when you ask powerful question, it enables client to create awareness that may lead to some acceptance, and awareness and acceptance will lead to actions. To give you an example, suppose a client says, I frequently miss deadlines and feels overwhelmed by workload. Now, through powerful questioning, the client gets awareness that, okay, time management skills are lacking and tasks are not prioritized. And our client starts accepting that the current approach he or she is taking is ineffective and acknowledges that there is a need to change. There is a need for structured time management plan. So as a coach, we create this awareness and acceptance. Once this is done, it easily helps to create actions. So for example, in this case, it can be list down all work in hand, prioritize the work, schedule a calendar for implementation. Maybe this is what our client has been doing so far, but maybe visualizing it may help little better. And coming to this action or enabling our client to reach this action through this awareness and acceptance is a coach role. I think we have already, like Rajesh has already said that, okay, there is a differentiation between coaching and teaching. Yes. So if you see, if I have to call out these 4 key terminologies that we use, sometimes people get confused. So I thought, let me bring this differentiation between what is how these things are different. Coaching, training, mentoring, and facilitation. So if you see, facilitation creates an environment for collaboration. You facilitate, you have a group of people, then and you are there as a host or like a moderator to facilitate a particular session. Teaching, this is more one way. You provide instructions on new knowledge and skills. Whereas coaching, we just learned, we enable our clients to discover their true potential through powerful questioning. And mentoring, you enable clients to find their solutions by sharing personal experiences. Now, here you are sharing your personal experiences. Here you are asking powerful questions. Where do you think we need to have a subject matter expert?
Mentoring.
Mentoring. Where else? In this, out of this 4?
Also teaching.
Teaching.
Teaching. And what about facilitating and coaching?
Need not be.
Coaching
Sub-
also needs
Coaching
subject
also-
matter expert, because only when we know the subject, we will be able to ask the thought-provoking questions to the client or a coachee, and that will lead them to introspect.
Okay. So, thank you for your responses.
Arif.
Yeah. So, ideally, ideally for teaching and mentoring, definitely people are correct. You need to be a subject matter expert so that you can share your personal experience on the topic that uh, you are teaching or mentoring. But to facilitate and coach, you need not be a subject matter expert. That doesn't mean that um, it is not at all required. But you can still do facilitation and coaching without being a subject matter expert. Now, if you are a subject matter expert on a particular topic, that helps ask some good, powerful questions, rightly said. But ideally, it's not required. So if you are thinking that, okay, I am not having a particular subject matter expert, I cannot do coaching, I want to clarify that you need not be a subject matter expert. Now, I'll also clarify that, say, for example, I am calling myself as a leadership coach. Now, there's a prefix. I'm putting, see, the standard terminology that we use for coaching in this fashion is professional coaching. Now, I am prefixing as a leadership coach to myself. What does that mean? It means I can effectively coach leaders, professionals. And what makes me add that prefix is my personal journey or my personal experience, my subject matter knowledge about leadership. So that's how I choose leadership coaching. But that doesn't mean that if you don't know or you have not undergone a leadership journey, you cannot be a leadership coach. That doesn't mean that. It only helps you. So you'll have to find out what's your core area, because that is where like it distinguishes between one coach to another. What is your niche? Someone calls them as parenting coach, fitness coach, executive coach, business coach. So we call different. We use prefix before our coaching. Is anybody raising hand? I'm not able to see when I'm sharing my screen.
Yeah. This is Ravinder.
Yeah, please.
If I may ask question, or should I ask?
Yeah, please go ahead. I'm taking a pause now to take some questions.
Yeah. So see, like you said, this leadership coach or even the parenting coach. So if I'm not a parent, my credibility as a coach is always questionable. That if you are not a parent, you cannot be a parenting coach. Similarly, I have seen this coming in industry because I work in industry. There's a lot of resentment coming from leaders saying, if the person has not lived the journey of a leader, you cannot coach a leader, because there are a lot of things that happen every day in a leader's life.
Correct.
So this dilemma will always be there.
Correct. So that's why I said, see, you need not be a subject matter expert, but having that enhances your credibility.
Okay.
So you can still coach a leader without going through the leadership journey. If you are once you start really getting into this coach training, you'll understand how this can be.
Okay.
I have a small response to my friend Ravinder.
Yeah.
Ravinder, there are many gynecologists who are men. And I think that should answer your question.
Okay.
So that's fine. So any other questions connected to what has been said so far?
Yeah, I have a question.
Yeah, please.
Throughout our life and work experience, we have so many experiences. So how should we know that what is our core field?
Core field. So see, once you first understand what coaching is, then you'll start getting to know what's your niche. So I would say take one step first, try to understand what coaching is. Once you have clearly understood what coaching is, then you'll be able to understand where your inner calling is. It took me almost 1 year to define or zero in to that two title that I am putting in for me as life and leadership coach.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other question on coaching or whatever has been said?
Yeah, Raj, this is Nitin here.
Yeah, Nitin.
I have one question. For example, I have some interest in storytelling actually. So recently, for a couple of years, I've been exploring storytelling. I wrote a book also on personal stories. So is this coaching can help me to be a storytelling coach?
So honestly, see what you intend to do as a storytelling coach. Do you want to teach? Do you want to mentor with respect to storytelling, or you want to really coach for storytelling? So you have to be clear what is that you are planning to do. So once you define what do you want to do, then I can help you answer this. What's your objective of calling yourself a storytelling coach?
Yeah, so for a storytelling coach means my intention is that the people who I believe that everyone has a story, and a story heals. A story makes people better communicator, and storytelling makes leader more impactful. Storytelling makes professional more uh, effective in their work, what they are doing. So finally, it boils down to enhancing people, their worth, their impact by telling their stories, what good opportunity they have. So it is a kind of combination of, I think, coaching, mentoring, and teaching all.
Correct. So when one individual can play or wear a hat of all of these four, but you should wear one hat at a particular time, and you should be very clear which hat you are wearing. So when I get into leadership coaching, there are places where a particular leader is also looking for solutions. But as a coach, we don't provide solutions. We enable our clients to find their own solutions by asking questions. The actions that I said, right? Awareness, acceptance, and actions. Those actions are identified by our clients, not by the coach. Okay.
Yeah. Raj, with your permission, may I take 30 seconds, please?
Yeah, go ahead.
I have the response for Smita's question. I'm sure you will have better response than I would have. But to find a niche, Smita, it is your skill. I'm sure you have life experience for sure, but then you have some skills, then you have some passion, and then some values and the market needs. So you have to intersect these four. What are your skills? What are the passion? What is the passion? What energizes you? What you feel doing? There are some girls who love to showcase their cooking, their culinary skills. There are some girls who like to show their dancing skills, singing skills. So what energizes them? And if there is a need in the market, then you will get to know the four things: skill, passion, values, and market needs. If you get in proper proportion, I'm sure you will get your niche.
Perfect.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for adding. So this is the beauty of a community. Okay. Moving forward, in the interest of time, I'll also give opportunity to ask more questions. I want to say, see, if you are coming to, if you are planning to become a professional coach, your client will ask, okay, what is the return of coaching? Why should I invest some money or even time? So this ROTI is return on time invested. So International Coaching Federation is a global body, a non-profit organization who creates standards for coaching. Like if you have heard about PMI for PMP, so this is the organization for coaching, a global body. So this global body also conducts multiple surveys, creates templates, standards for coaching. And one of the surveys says that a coaching improves productivity by 70% in the performance at work, 57% better time management in our clients, 51% improved teamwork, and more in the personal side, it improves the self-confidence and brings in greater satisfaction by increasing 80% higher self-esteem, 72% improved communication skill, and 73% better relationship. So when yourself and your work, if they both are improving, your work-life balance is bound to increase, and it increases by 67%. So this is a survey by ICL. So now going back to the statement that you have already rated for yourself, right? I want to clarify what does each of the rating mean. So if you have rated high to this particular question, I believe my success as a coach will come mainly from sharing my knowledge and experience, which tells that you have an expert mindset. So coaching, as I've told, a coach never provides a solution. So which means you have to undo or unlearn or stop yourself in providing solutions. We have to enable our client to find out their solutions. Why? See, each one of us is unique. In fact, when we grow, we have a software installed in each one of us. And this software is installed not like generally up to the age of 7-8 years. So, and that software is primarily coming from the surrounding where you are growing. So basically this software is nothing but your values, your beliefs, your mindset. So that is coded from the surrounding, and that values, beliefs, limits helps you or tells you what to do and what not to do. So now for a particular problem statement, if I as a coach provide a solution to my client, then it is my software who is giving the solution. But if I help my client to find out their solution, then it is the outcome is coming from their software where the chances of getting success is high. So if you have rated high and you want to, as a coach, you want to share more of your knowledge and experience, so you have to hold on to that. Second, I often feel personally responsible for my client's progress or outcomes. Now I would say start detaching from the client's problem or outcomes. What does this mean? Who is responsible for client's progress and outcome then? Anyone who wants to say? Go ahead. I can't see who is raising because I'm sharing my screen. Please call out your name and say.
This is Meera Raj. So which means that again it gets back to the same software thing. Ideally, they should be responsible for what actions that they would take and the results of the same. And we are only enabling them to make those decisions or take the right path according to their software that is built inside them. So definitely, I will not be personally responsible for that.
Correct. Okay. So, so when we say detach, then what should a coach should have in this scenario? My personal view is you should have a genuine interest in the client's development, but you need to detach from the who and what of the client. I'm confident I already have the mindset and skills to coach. Now, what would be my answer? Anyone who wants to guess?
No.
Whether we should rate high. See, there is no right wrong answer to your ratings. Okay.
So it shows that less learning mindset, I think.
So in this, so this question is to make you reflect that you need to unlearn. Go back to the responses that you provided when I asked you what is coaching. I need to tell, I need to guide, I need to take them through the journey, right? So you thought that is coaching. Now you have to unlearn first, and then start learning what coaching is and what coaching is not. And every coaching experience also helps you learning. So have that learning mindset. So if you have rated high, then you have to reflect on your ratings. When someone speaks, I often relate to my own experience so I can respond meaningfully. I think now you people are already tuned. Anyone who wants to respond, what would be the learning or reflection statements for this?
I think as this Ramya here, so as Raja mentioned, there are male who are also gynecs. So I think this is what the answer I would like to repeat for this.
Mm-hmm.
So what I meant is that we need not be that we walk in that same path. Yes, that would be an added advantage, but it's still fine if not having that experience. We could still enable the respective client to go on the path that they would want to go on.
Okay.
Just to add on to Ramya,
Yeah.
it need not be, I need not constrain myself to map it to my experience. Maybe I need to be open more open to listen to their scenarios and what that they are feeling about it or something like that.
Perfect. Perfect. So it is not about you. It is not about your own experience. See, when someone is speaking, you need to listen. You need to listen without any judgment. You need to listen to ask a powerful question. You can only ask powerful question when you are listening, when you are understanding what the client is saying and what the client is also not saying. So you need to be actively listening. You need to be actively present in that coaching session. Can you do that without any distractions when you are with your client? So that is a point of reflection out here. It's not about you. It is all about the client. So focus more on the who, the client, and the what, the problem statement or the focus statement the client brings in.
Raj, you mean to say here, as a coach, you should not do that, but as a mentor, still you can do, right?
Yeah, we are all talking about coach here. Now, I'm excited about becoming a coach because it's a growing field with attractive titles and promising career potentials. Let me hear. So people who have not spoken, if you can share some of your views.
No, by definition, now I cannot say that that is right, but by instincts, I can still say yes.
Okay. Yeah, so there is no, as I said, there is no right wrong answer. See, I have rated something. What does that tell me?
In my opinion, Arif, this is Arif here.
Yeah.
In my opinion, coaching is a growing field in the market.
Correct.
Right? So obviously, the title called coach, attracts. Say for example, if someone says Coach Arif, it gives me motivation. So that is why I rated high in this particular segment.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for being very open and transparent. Appreciate it. So, yes, this can be a motivation, but my personal recommendation is keep the purpose. I think you people have already shared your purpose, right? Here. Let me go back. Help others learn and succeed in their path, right? I want to help. Okay. Passion to support. I think these are some of the good motivation before you think about this. If you have a genuine interest in developing others, this all along with money will follow. So when you have your primary purpose or primary motivation to help people, serve people, rest all falls in place. So don't keep this as a primary factor. Yes, these are important factors. This would be my personal recommendation. So now, after hearing or reflecting on these 5 points and your own rating, you may have got some awareness, right, about yourself. And you should also have some acceptance. Okay, I may have to unlearn, or I may have to change my thought process or change my approach, and then take appropriate actions. Any 1 or 2 questions until now before I start sharing what is the next step?
One question, Raj. I'm Samba here.
Yeah.
There is a friend and who came to take my support, my advice, my suggestion. I'm not a coach, I'm not a mentor, I'm not any of these, but I'm a friend of him. What hat I should wear?
Yeah. Who wants to respond this?
May I give it a try?
Please, Rajesh.
I'm Rajesh here. Active listening is very important. What your friend is saying, first listen. What happens? We jump to responding. Never do that. I don't do that. I first listen and then try to empathize. Oh, this is the situation. I'm sure he is not sharing some goody things that I laugh and I'll have fun. He's definitely sharing a concern. That concern might not have come to me, or I would have never experienced it. But first of all, or the minimum that I should do is listen carefully, understand, ask powerful question, and still keep asking. Trust me, by asking question, my friend would have got the answer. Few questions would have come to his mind also. Few questions might not have come to his mind because his mind was preoccupied with that problem. But you being an outsider and you have asked the question, now he will not tell you the answer that he got, but he will start thinking in that direction. A new question would have given him some hint that now I should think in this direction also. How come this question didn't come to me? So you would have knowingly or unknowingly given him some help for which he will be grateful to you later on. So active listening is the most important thing. As a friend you can do. No need to be a mentor and all that. Our parents were not mentor, coach, trainer, nothing. They were our well-wishers. And they heard whatever we said, or they understood what we knew, or what we want. And they have been, that's why they are our God. So don't be coach or mentor or trainee, nothing. Trainer, just listen, active listening, which is one of the attributes that we have just discussed.
Yeah.
Thank you, Rajesh.
Yeah, thank you, Rajesh. And Samba, different people will take different approaches, and I can't say this is the right approach or right thing. So it all depends on the context, all depends on the scenario, all depends on your relationship and what your friend is expecting from you. Okay, so there is no black and white answer, and different people will take different approach. See what is best in that situation. Now that you know the difference between coaching, mentoring, teaching, facilitating, and there are other terminologies also like consulting, therapy. So just figure out and wear one hat at a time. Don't mix it.
Sure.
So in the interest of time, I'll move forward and see if I can give you some more time at the end. See, ICF, as I said, one of the is the best global body for coaching certification. Okay, and there are like multiple certification, or in ICF terminology they call it as credentials. And there are like ACC is the first level, PCC, Associate Certified Coach, Professional Certified Coach, and then Master Certified Coach. So these are the three primary certifications for a coach to start with, like at least ACC, PCC. If you see here, there are like no prerequisites, whereas for the other two, there are some prerequisites. So ideally, you should be starting one of these certification if you want to get in. And why certification? See, I've been a very strong believer that I should have knowledge, not the certification. If I have the knowledge, if I can impact, I can always do coaching. But it is not about me, what I am wanting. Our clients are looking for credentials, certifications. The credibility comes from one of the certification, and ICF is that global standard where people look for ICF certificates. So that's why my recommendation is, if you want to get into a professional coaching career, one of the coaching credentials would be recommended from any organization, but ICF is the global standard. And for each of them, you have to fulfill multiple criteria. So for example, for ACC, you'll have to complete 60 hours of coaching. It's a coaching education. So there you have to undergo a training for 60 hours. You should have one-to-one coaching experience for 100 hours. It can be like not one client, but definitely more than 25 clients, multiple clients, but 100 hours. You should be coached. You should be mentored by your coach, an ICF certified coach. So you have to undergo 10 hours of mentoring, mentor coaching, and then one of your conversation recording, it would be shared with the ICF, and that has to be evaluated and approved before you can get into this exam. So these are some of the prerequisites for getting an ICF certified ICF certification, and you have different levels and they have higher prerequisites. So if you have to select one, which one you should select?
All are interconnected.
ACC or PCC?
So there is a prerequisite, right? You cannot select MCC because if you don't have PCC, you cannot go for MCC, correct? So in the current state, you have to select either ACC or PCC. So then between ACC and PCC, if you have to select, which one you would select? You can select either one, right?
ACC basically, because that is basic, right?
So it's a professional certified coach and this is associate. So this has more expressions. Okay. I will say, let me give you again little bit clarity about suppose you are planning to, and normally I recommend first get the SEC and then move to the next level, because time to market, how quickly you can call yourself as an ICF certified coach. If you see here 125 hours, 500 hours of coaching experience, right, 2 recordings, this consumes times. So in that scenario, if you want to be quickly come to the market and provide this as a service, take the first step and start, at least get a credential from ICF and start calling yourself as an ICF certified coach. So for that reason, I would recommend ICF SCC as a path. And this normally you can complete between 6 months to 12 months. It takes that much of time. And this timeline, it's just more of an indication. I'm just highlighting it. This is purely for indication purpose, and no one can give you a proper timeline. It's coming from my personal experience as such. So how do you start? Suppose you start on the day one with this. The first step you have to do is you have to get into a coaching training, 60 hours. It can be completed in a range of 1 month to 6 months. Once you have started this, maybe somewhere mid, you can parallelly start your 100 hours of coaching practice. And when you are doing this, some coaching training organization, they will provide this mentor coaching as a part of this, or maybe at the end of this. Now that you have done coaching practice, maybe after 50, 60 hours of practicing, you can record one and send it for your performance evaluation. Once that is done, so this will take around 5, it can you can take easily 5 to 10 months. And once that is done, you apply for this ICF exam and you give that, take that exam and you get certified. And this roughly you can take around 1 to 2 months. So this is how you can approach towards your first step, to give you some pricing, to know like, okay, how much it takes in the market. From my understanding, to do all of this, it may take something around 1,25,000 to 2 lakh plus GST. And for this exam, you have to pay $175 if you are an ICF member. That ICF membership fee is $270, and if you are a non-member, it is $325. Now, any questions on this?
So Raj, in this 1,25,000 to 2 lakh, does this examination include, or it is separate?
Exam is separate.
Okay.
So
And
what
you
is
get
the, what is the benefit we will get if you invest 1,25,000?
Sorry?
What is the benefit means ki, suppose we are paying to ICF 1,25,000. So is because all these coaching practice or the all these things, this training hours, that 60 hours is 1,25,000.
Yeah, so the 60 hours, this mentoring, coaching, and performance evaluation. So these three have a cost.
Okay, fine.
And you normally do this through a accredited training organization. So ICF has enabled different training organization to conduct this or provide this education and evaluation support.
Got it. Thank you.
So only once we clear the exam, we get the certification, not just
Correct.
completing these hours.
Correct. So you get a certificate when you complete this. You get a certificate from this training organization from where you are doing. They call it as level 1 certificate. So you can still use that, but you'll only get ICF certified certification after you pass this exam. Okay. So in the interest of time, I will proceed further. From my personal experience and other coaches, I want to share 5 key recommendations. The first one is, be clear on the purpose. Why you want to get into professional coaching, because this drives rest of the things. So if this is not one of your inner calling, if this is not you're passionate about, you'll find it difficult. You'll spend money in this 1,25,000 and then finally you would lose this money. So be very clear before investing. And once you are clear on this, start small, start soon. Because as I've already said, time to market. See, when you apply for a job, people ask you whether you are a graduate or not. That's the first question. So you say yes. Then they ask whether you are a BTech or not. Then you say yes. Then after BTech, whether you are an IT or a Roorkee or Vellore, or like whatever that education institute is. But they first ask whether you are a graduate or not. Similarly, try to earn that, okay, I am a ICF certified coach. Whether it is SCC, PCC, MCC, that comes later. So start small, start soon, so that you are quick and you are in the market quicker. All this takes time. Patience, persistence is key. Branding matters. You know, you are today maybe a program manager, project manager, or a trainer. So people know you for that. So you have to unbrand your previous role and start branding. If you are not, if not many people know you for what you are there, then it is easy to brand yourself as a coach. But branding matters in this journey. And then finally, try to stay in a coaching circle. Be around coaches to understand what's happening around. where is this coaching profession going towards? So be around coaches, ask your doubts, clarifications, take help from coaches. So while this one is has to come from you, the gardeners up and me can help you in all of these 4 places. So you can join the community of practice to stay here. We have a solution to brand you. We can, like, you can have a one-to-one call with me to get clarified about this coaching. So this is all I had to share. So we have 2 more minutes and I have one survey to take in. But before that, any 1 or 2 questions? Let me stop sharing my.
One question, Raj.
Yeah.
Raj, it is not your expertise on the subject help the coaching, but your powerful questions and your mindset to become coach or something. But there must be something else. Not only powerful questions may come even by getting trained as a coach or something also, or this platform may also give. But the basic instinct to support people, only that will help, or there might be some other expertise is also required for this coaching?
So the expertise is more of a structure approach. So when you get into an ICF training, that 60 hours, so there are some core competencies. So there are 8 core competencies that is described in ICF by ICF. So you need that. Okay. When you get into a coaching education, they will teach you a structure, how a coaching session has to be built in. So you'll get all of these tools, techniques. There are different tools that you can use while conducting a coaching session. You'll get it.
But even before deciding that also, I need to know whether I am the right candidate for that, right?
Right candidate is right. I have given you these 5 elements.
Okay.
Okay. These 5 elements. You should be able to stop yourself in providing solutions. You should be able to actively listen. You should be having a genuine interest in developing somewhere. So these 5 elements that I said, if you have that, see, you cannot have a bigger checklist to say tick, 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 and then only you get in. So I have provided you that essential kit to take that decision. And then post to that, once you start, and again, you are not taking a decision tomorrow that you are spending or signing up for 1,25,000 education. You'll further do a little bit of more exploration, right? How is the market? What is that? All of those stuff. So at least you have some initial information to start, is what I can say.
Yeah.
Yeah, Abhigan. So it's 1 minute past 8 o'clock. Is it okay we extend by another 4 to 5 minutes? Is it fine for everyone? Okay. Yeah. Abhigan, go ahead.
Yeah. So Raj, so we talked about, so if I purely look at it from the investment part of it, right? So even before that, first of all, thanks for really outlining the whole process. It was really helpful. Okay. So suppose all of that is done and there is an investment that comes in for about, so let's consider it as 2 lakhs. And then the $375 that we're talking, so about 2.5 lakhs is the investment that is going on. What is the kind of ROI that is expected out of it? And typically, when does the break even happen? Again, just in your experience so far, just curious.
I'll tell my personal reading, my personal experience. Today, like many of you, people are not even aware of coaching, what coaching is, what coaching can give. Okay, expecting a return today from this point would be not wise. Point number 1. Point number 2, I have seen networking helps. Now, I cannot say if you don't have enough or good network, I cannot say you'll get a good ROI. So networking helps. Third, your branding. I would say unbranding and branding, because people know, and I will tell you, Abhigan, because I know you are an agile coach. I was an agile coach. For last 2 years, I have not put a single post connected to Agile. And I was only talking about professional coaching in LinkedIn and different social media. So I had to unbrand myself as an Agile coach because I have been working as an Agile coach for 16 years. People know me as an Agile coach. And as an Agile coach, while the title coach was there, we were consulting, we are mentoring, we were facilitating, we are training. So people have known that, okay, when they reach out to me, they expect solutions from me. So honestly, today, it is difficult to get some good ROI. I am sharing from my personal experience. But I see a potential in future. ICF is completing 30 years. And because I am part of the management committee of ICF Bangalore chapter, I'm aware that ICF is doing multiple things to create awareness. So our ICF Bangalore chapter has grown from 50 members to 200 members all of a sudden in 1 year time frame. What does this data tell us? So I'm reading from all of this data to tell me that yes, there is a future in professional coaching. 2, I should be ready when it touches the peak, when this profession touches the peak. I should not start preparing myself when it touches the peak. And there are thousands of coaches exist, and they are earning in a range of 3,000 to 80,000 per session. When I say per session, for 60 minutes to 90 minutes session. So if you ask me directly, I cannot say, okay, this is the ROI of this investment. But personally, every year I keep a money for my own development, my own learnings. So you take it more from your self-learning investment. Tomorrow you get a return, be happy. Otherwise, help some people. So that is why I said your purpose should be very clear. If your motive is to help people, money will follow. Okay. So
thanks, Raj.
Okay. So I'm just giving you one offer to each one of you because you have invested your 1 hour today learning. If you have more detailed, if you want to have a more detailed conversation, we'll send you an email to each one of you with a TopMate link where you can schedule a call with me for 1 hour where I can explain you, help you with the next process. Okay.